What's going on, boys and girls? BouseFeenux here, and today I wanted to jump into something I haven't before. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the news coming out of the For Honor competitive tournament scene. I wanted to talk about some of the stuff going on in that community, and even how you can become a part of it and participate in tournaments as well, if that's your thing. So, let's jump in. First up, how can you become a part of the tournament community? Currently, there's two ways I know of off the top of my head. For the first one, you'll want to join the For Honor Fight Academy Discord, which I'll link below. This Discord is run by a few prominent tournament organizers, players, and commentators, and aside from being a good place to just hang out and ask for advice, they also hold their own tournaments from time to time. Even if you aren't interested in tournament play, if you're just trying to become a better player, this is definitely a good place to be. The second community I recommend you take a look at is the competitive For Honor subreddit. Now, I know most people outside of Reddit typically don't like Reddit communities, but this one is way different from the stuff you'd see on the regular For Honor subreddit. This isn't a place for shitposting and complaining. The players in this subreddit are all about getting better at the game and teaching others as well. It's also a good place to be if you want to get into the tournament scene, as this is where a lot of recruitments for events like this take place. So with that in mind, you should also be careful about what tournaments you devote your time to. Recently, the Chaos Vanguard, a fairly reputable tournament organization group, got a bunch of people into a tournament, only let a small number of them actually participate, and then canceled the prize at the last minute. Talk about a snafu. I have been notified, though, that this was due to an internal member making a few major mistakes. He's since been demoted and relieved of those duties, but it still stands that before entering any of these events, you should check to see if the organizer has run any successful tournaments in the past. Moving on, though, let's talk about the most recent tournament event, the War Rising 1v1 tournament. This tournament, God, I'm getting sick of saying that word already, featured a hefty $2,500 USD prize pool, with the top players each taking home around 200 bucks. There were over 215 competitors registered for this event. The winner of the most recent event was a Warlord player by the name of Pete Moo, who's actually been playing Shigoki lately. If you haven't heard of this guy, he's won a bunch of tournaments and is basically a rising star in the competitive scene. The last matchup of this event, though, is pretty much what I wanted to talk about. It was Shigoki versus Shigoki, and it was pretty much the most boring thing I've ever watched in my life. So for those of you that don't know, the new tactic for Shigoki, and a lot of you have probably been seeing this lately, is to unlock, run around in circles, and Oni charge in. If it connects, the opponent is knocked down, and the Shigoki gets a free heavy in. If it doesn't connect, there isn't really a whole lot you can do to punish it. Additionally, instead of Oni charging, the Shigoki can pretty much just run up to you and guard break you, because instinctively, you'll want to dodge out of the way in anticipation for an Oni charge. By dodging, though, you can't tech a guard break. This effectively gives Shigoki kind of a hidden 50-50 mix-up, and having faced it myself, I can say that it's super annoying to fight against. The problem with this particular matchup in the tournament is that the two Shigokis both have hyper armor, and the charge doesn't work right away. So the match was pretty much just them trying to land light attacks to remove the armor, then knocking each other to the ground repeatedly. This is high-level For Honor play at work here, folks, and it sounds like I'm ragging on the contestants, but I'm really not. They're just playing to the strengths of the character, as they should be. This is an issue with the core gameplay, and I have no idea what they could do to change this. It's just disappointing to see For Honor high-level play reduced to something like this. You'd think watching top players go at it would be a lot more exciting than this, but here we are. Anyway, that is pretty much all I had for today. Clips of the Week number 2 should be coming tomorrow, and Thursday we should see another Warriors Den stream, so be on the lookout for the recap of that. If you enjoyed this video, though, or just found it informative, don't forget to leave a like down below, and if you're new here, get subscribed and click the bell icon next to the sub button so that you never miss a new video. Until next time, I'm BouseFeenux, I'll see you at the next one, and as always, thank you so much for watching.